What if one of the first exercises you do every morning after 60 is actually putting unnecessary stress on your body? You wake up, get out of bed, and may immediately start stretching, squatting, jogging, or doing intense movements because you think you're helping your health. But after several hours of sleep, your body needs time to transition from rest to activity. Your muscles and joints may be stiff, your balance can feel different, and your heart rate and blood pressure are adjusting as you stand and start moving. Morning exercise can absolutely be beneficial after 60, but the timing and intensity matter. In this video, you'll discover 7 exercises you should avoid doing immediately after waking up, why they may be risky for some seniors, and what safer movements you can do instead. And stay until number 7, because it's an exercise many older adults consider completely harmless. When you wake up, your body isn't immediately ready to perform at its highest level. You've been lying still for hours, your muscles haven't moved much, and your circulation is adjusting as you go from lying down to standing. Some people may also be mildly dehydrated after going several hours without fluids. For a younger person, these changes may barely be noticeable. But after 60, especially if you have joint problems, balance concerns, high blood pressure, heart disease, or take certain medications, suddenly demanding too much from your body can be a poor way to start the day. That doesn't mean you should avoid exercise in the morning. In fact, regular physical activity can support strength, balance, mobility, and cardiovascular health. The key is to warm up gradually instead of going from zero to maximum effort. A few minutes of gentle movement can prepare your muscles and joints and give your body time to adjust. Now let's look at the first exercise you should think twice about doing immediately after waking. The first exercise to be careful with immediately after waking is jumping, including jump squats, jumping jacks, or other explosive movements. These exercises can be excellent for some people when performed appropriately, but they are not necessarily the best way to go from lying in bed to intense activity. Your joints and muscles may still be stiff, and suddenly landing repeatedly can place significant stress on your knees, hips, ankles, and lower back. Jumping also demands quick balance and coordination, which may be more challenging during those first few minutes of the morning. A better approach is to wake your body up gradually. Start by walking slowly around the room, then try gentle marching in place or controlled heel raises. Once you're warmed up and feel steady, you can decide whether higher impact exercise is appropriate for your fitness level. The goal isn't to avoid movement, it's to avoid shocking your body with intense movement before it's ready. The second exercise to avoid doing aggressively right after waking is the deep toe touch. Many people bend forward as soon as they get out of bed because they feel stiff and want to loosen their hamstrings and lower back. But forcing your body into a deep stretch before your muscles are warmed up can place unnecessary strain on your back, hips, and the muscles behind your legs. For older adults who already have back problems, poor balance, or limited flexibility, suddenly reaching toward the floor can also increase the chance of losing balance. Instead of forcing a deep stretch, begin with gentle movement. Walk for a few minutes, move your hips slowly, and perform a mild hamstring stretch without bouncing or pushing into pain. Remember, morning flexibility should be gradual. You don't need to reach your toes to prove that you're flexible. The goal is simply to get your body moving comfortably before asking it to stretch further. The third exercise is one many people do without thinking: fast or aggressive neck circles. You may roll your head around in large circles because your neck feels stiff after sleeping. But forcing the neck through a large range of motion isn't necessary to wake up your body, and it can be uncomfortable or inappropriate for people with existing neck problems. After 60, stiffness, arthritis, or reduced mobility can make aggressive movements more difficult to tolerate. Instead, keep your neck movements slow and controlled. Gently turn your head from side to side. Look slightly up and down within a comfortable range and add a few slow shoulder rolls. Never force the movement or push through pain, dizziness, or unusual symptoms. The goal isn't to stretch your neck as far as possible. It's simply to gradually restore comfortable movement after several hours of sleep. And the next exercise is even more important if you regularly work with weights. The fourth exercise to avoid doing immediately after waking is heavy weightlifting. Strength training is extremely valuable after 60 because it can help maintain muscle, strength, and independence. But going straight from bed to heavy dumbbells, barbells, or demanding resistance exercises isn't the best approach. Your muscles and joints haven't had time to warm up, and during heavy effort, some people unintentionally hold their breath or strain, which can cause a temporary rise in blood pressure. Instead, give your body a few minutes to wake up. Walk around, move your shoulders and hips, perform a few gentle bodyweight movements, and start your resistance workout with a lighter load before progressing. The goal is not to avoid strength training, it's to prepare your body before asking it to produce maximum effort. If you have heart disease, uncontrolled blood pressure, significant joint problems, or other medical concerns, your exercise intensity should be individualized with guidance from your healthcare professional. The fifth exercise to avoid doing immediately after waking is sprinting or jumping straight into high-intensity running. Running can be an excellent form of exercise, but starting at maximum speed the moment you get out of bed can place a sudden demand on your heart, breathing, muscles, and joints. After several hours of inactivity, your body needs time to transition into movement, and balance may not feel as steady during those first few minutes. Instead, begin with a slow walk and gradually increase your pace. Give your legs time to loosen up, let your breathing become comfortable, and then progress into more demanding exercise if it's appropriate for your fitness level. You don't need to prove your fitness in the first 5 minutes of the day. A gradual warm-up can help you prepare for the workout ahead while giving you a chance to notice how your body actually feels that morning. The sixth mistake isn't a specific exercise, it's holding your breath while exercising, especially during difficult movements such as heavy lifting, intense squats, or challenging core exercises. Many people do this without realizing it. They tense their entire body, hold their breath, and push harder to complete the movement. But breath holding during strenuous effort can cause significant temporary changes in blood pressure, which may be more important for older adults with cardiovascular conditions or blood pressure concerns. Instead, focus on controlled breathing. In general, avoid deliberately holding your breath during exercise and try to exhale during the harder part of the movement. Start with lighter resistance and concentrate on smooth, controlled repetitions rather than forcing your body through a difficult movement. And remember, straining harder doesn't always mean getting better results. Good technique, appropriate resistance, and steady breathing are often more important than how heavy the weight is. Now, there's just one more exercise to watch out for, and this one may surprise you because it's often considered a simple morning routine. The seventh exercise to be careful with immediately after waking is intense core work, such as difficult sit-ups, aggressive crunches, long planks, or challenging leg raises. Core training can be beneficial after 60, but jumping straight into demanding abdominal exercises when your body is still stiff may not be the best way to begin your day. Poor form can place extra stress on the lower back, hips, shoulders, or abdominal muscles, especially if you're trying to push through discomfort. Instead, start with gentle movement first. Walk for a few minutes, loosen your hips and shoulders, and then begin with simple core exercises that match your current strength and fitness level. Keep your movements controlled and breathe normally rather than straining. The important lesson is that the exercise itself isn't always the problem. The timing, intensity, technique, and your individual health matter. After 60, smart exercise isn't about doing the hardest movement possible. It's about choosing movements your body can handle safely and consistently. Now that you know the 7 exercises to be careful with immediately after waking, here's the bigger lesson. You don't need to avoid morning exercise. You simply need to give your body a few minutes to transition from sleep to activity. Start by sitting up slowly, standing carefully, and walking at an easy pace. Then add gentle movements such as shoulder rolls, controlled marching, heel raises, and comfortable leg movements. After your body feels warmer and your balance feels steady, you can gradually move into your normal workout. This simple approach can make your morning routine more comfortable and controlled, and always pay attention to warning signs. If exercise causes chest pain, severe shortness of breath, fainting, significant dizziness, or unusual symptoms, stop and seek appropriate medical advice. After 60, the goal isn't to exercise harder the moment you wake up. It's to prepare your body so you can move safely and consistently throughout the day. Remember, getting older doesn't mean you have to become less active. In fact, staying physically active can be one of the best things you can do for your strength, balance, mobility, and independence. The key is knowing that your body may need a little more preparation before intense movement, especially first thing in the morning. Instead of rushing from bed into difficult exercises, give yourself a few minutes to wake up, move gently, and gradually increase your effort. And don't compare your morning routine with someone else's. An exercise that feels easy for one person may be inappropriate for another, depending on fitness level, medications, joint problems, heart health, and other conditions. Listen to your body, focus on good technique, and choose consistency over intensity. If you're over 60, tell me in the comments, what exercise do you usually do first after waking up? Your answer could help someone else discover a safer way to start their morning. If this video gave you a different perspective on your morning routine, don't wait until something goes wrong to make a change. Start tomorrow by giving your body a few extra minutes to wake up before you ask it to work hard. Gentle movement first, gradual intensity later, and always pay attention to how you feel. If you found these tips useful, share this video with a friend or family member over 60 who exercises in the morning. And if you'd like more practical, easy-to-understand health and fitness tips for healthy aging, subscribe to the channel. Your goal isn't simply to live longer, it's to stay strong, mobile, and independent for as long as possible.